Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. From today, we're going to take a look at a few beers from a brewery that has a history in Japan and has gone up and down in its economic fortunes and is now owned by another microbrewery, in fact, the largest microbrewery in Japan, and that is Ginga Kogen. And Ginga Kogen, they started quite early in microbrew in Japan, and they became quite successful. And in the early 2000s, they were everywhere in Japan. They were one of the biggest, most successful of all craft breweries, and they expanded. They built breweries in different locations around Japan, just about the time when there was a big slump in craft beer consumption. And it hit them pretty hard. They did survive, but during that time, they were snapped up by Yahoo Brewing, which is the largest craft brewer in Japan, maker of Yona Ale and Aoni and many others. And of course, Yahoo is also partially owned by Kirin, so they're not a completely independent craft brewer now. In any case, we're going to look at two versions of their Weizen beer. One of them is called Star Bottle. It has Star Bottle here, and on the back it says in Japanese Weizen beer. And the other one we will look at in the next video is this one, which is the silver bottle, and on the back it says Komugi no beer. And of course both of these, Weizen and Komugi, Komugi means wheat beer, so they are essentially the same beer. The difference is this one is unpasteurized. So the Star Bottle is an unpasteurized version of the beer. You may also see it in a can labeled as Weizen. It's a little more expensive than the other one. Well, not a little, quite a bit. This was 429 yen in the store, or close to $4 or so. And the other one, the silver bottle, was only about 298 yen, or under $3, so a little bit more expensive. These are 300 milliliter bottles. They're beautiful cobalt blue. Just about the only craft beer that comes in a cobalt blue bottle in Japan. And so we're going to take a look at these two. This one, Star Bottle, has been around since the early 2000s. The earliest rating on Rate Beer is from 2005. It is classified as a Weiss beer or Hefeweizen, so they're containing yeast inside it here, and it does say that on the bottle as well. On Rate Beer, it has 79 ratings for an average of 2.98 out of 5, not terribly high. And a percentile rating of 32% out of 100 for all beers on Rate Beer, and a 45 percentile for its style, which is Weiss beer or Hefeweizen here. So 5% alcohol, and because it's unpasteurized, unusual flavors can develop, certainly, if it's not kept in good condition. The drink by date for this one is the 1st of October, which is coming up pretty soon, and the drink by date for the silver bottle, which is pasteurized, is 2020, next year in March, so quite a bit longer. Well, let's give this one a go. Again, this is Ginga Kogen Weizen, and it is the Star Bottle, which has a kind of golden label, and a Hefeweizen at 5%. Let's sample her out. I don't have a Weizen glass with me, so unfortunately Okay, so it pours out pretty clear, definitely for a Hefeweizen or Weizenbier, rather clear, about a centimeter or so of very smooth, spongy sort of white head. Some sloppy lacing. Let's try the aroma. Okay, some mild banana, a little spice. There's something like this unusual kind of smoked meat, or if it was a flavor, I'd call it umami. Something that suggests savoriness or saltiness. Flavor. Sweet initial, light, very light banana, maybe some stone fruit, or maybe pears, cloves. Smooth, very, very mild. Quite typical sort of arrangement of flavors for the style. It is unpasteurized, so we might get some unusual flavors in that. What I'm getting, that kind of umami sort of smoky note out of it, may be due to that, the unpasteurized nature of this. Okay, it's a reasonable version of the style. Not terribly special. With 79 ratings, and it has a rating under 3 out of 5, so that's not terribly impressive here. Well, you may see this one around. It's not, you don't see it in a lot of places now anymore, certainly not as much as you used to. You may find this in a larger liquor store in Japan, for example, a Yamaya or a Liquor Mountain or something like that here. And if you do, give it a try, see what you think. Okay, next time we will look at a pasteurized version of this beer, which is the silver bottle, not the star bottle. Okay, so well, that's it for today, and please join me again for the next video, which will be also on Ginga Kogen Weizen, pasteurized version. If you'd like to learn more about Japanese beer, please do subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment if you like as well. Okay, that's it for today. Bye bye.